Okay, everybody. Well, what a day this is. It's been a full day, that's for sure. Doing some different things. All right, so we got the Gallagher S100. We have everything set up properly, and running the line underneath to the other side. And we'll go on in here. And but I got a surprise here. So there is where the Gallagher line comes up. We're using the ground wire, and it comes up to there. Now understand that this 14 gauge electric fence wire runs the entire distance. And it goes all the way down and it comes all the way back. And they tie in here, I rivet it, they tie on in. All right, so here's the beautiful part about it. Number one, I don't have to worry about a wire that I'm crossing over or anything like that. It's safely buried in the field. So now I can hook up to this location at any place. I mean, it don't matter. If I don't want to give the cows, you know, but 1/10 of an acre, I can back them off. I can get them out of it. But you notice something different. And then we got the girls moved over today. They got a lot of feed over there. That's old Cookie and old Lily Beth is laying down. I actually sprayed them for some fly spray. And I can tell that they're very happy that you don't see them going crazy. I think earlier today they were kind of going kind of nuts. And I think when they get around a lot of flies and things like that, I think the only thing that they know what to do is to move and get out of there. And but anyway, the fact is I got them sprayed and they look a lot more comfortable. So I have it hooked up here to cut off the pasture, but you also notice I'm able to use that same hot line, and I'm actually running it around the other side. So that's what I'm excited about right there, is the fact that I'm able to actually run two pastures off of this same hot fence per se, and you know, and that's great. They look good. Everybody's comfortable. We have control of the cows. They have plenty of feed. The whole game is to get as much, you know, weight gain on these guys, especially these young heifers. What do they weigh? 460, something like that. So there comes old Cookie. So they come over 460, and we need them. We'd like to breed them this fall, and we need to get them up. We need to get their weight up. So we have that pasture done. So, and they moved over pretty good. It was a patience game, it being the first time to come out of this pasture. But it was a patience game. And then we come over here to the next phase that I'm excited about, is we also started working on, we'll just, for lack of better words, we'll call it the summer pasture. And this kind of the winter pasture here. Now, that's kind of the intentions of this location, is it's supposed to be the, you know, the place where we keep them in the winter. Or Delia and I actually ever did go on a trip or something like that. We don't have to worry about it. We have a good solid fence. Plus the electricity around the edges ain't gonna hurt us any at all. So there we go. Put that in here. But Brett and I also turn that around, and we're working on this pasture. Now this pasture, a little more complicated to get. It is a bigger area. I have an asparagus patch there, so we kind of gotta do a oxbow around it, and come back around by the pond and below the pond. So they're gonna have altogether they got another acre to work with between the two of them. And I do believe that with good rotational grazing, we can go ahead and good rotational grazing, we ought to be able to go ahead and manage these pair of heifers. The main thing is I don't want to have to feed any hay, right, until you have to. And that's true with every producer, is they don't want to do it Little mooch just came out of the weeds there. Look at that, a little like a lion out there. Anyway, no, but this is where we're going to go ahead and we'll set up another gate right here. And that electric hot wire over there, it actually makes it all the way to here. So really the cows will be able to come straight in to this pasture right here from that pasture. Just the bottom line is I'm excited the fact we're going to have the so-called summer pasture, which is, like I said, it's about as much grass as I have over here. So we'll have over 2 acres of ground, 2.5 acres of ground. Maybe that's closer to a better deal. And the cows are, the heifers are nice and calm right now. I know Cookies likes challenging things, don't you? But you can see how the flies are not on the cows. They're not swinging their stuff around their tails and all that. I'm happy about that. That made it pretty tough. But now they got plenty of grass out here. I'm anxious to see how long it'll actually hold on to them. Shoot, this is great. We'll let them go ahead and eat it down. Ideally, I would have had them over here quicker. Strawberries held us up. We had a lot of stuff going on this spring. I think you know, like any farm out there, if you're trying to be productive, there's a lot of stuff you're already doing. This is another iron in the fire, getting on these hot fences and things like that, and getting the calves. And you know, it's exciting. Where me and Delia love having them. But boy, what a lot of work it was to kind of get us to this stage. So anyway, it's kind of exciting. You know, I was talking also with Brett. I think what I might do for this winter is, and it's common out here, but I think I'm going to run these 2 heifers. They should be bred, but for a month or so, I'd like to go ahead and run them on stalks, of my sweet corn stalks out there. They can clean up some of that, some of the short ears and things like that. Continue, you know, it's good feed for them, good forage and all that. And then in addition to the hay and the cake that we feed them over the winter. So anyway, you girls got some pretty full bellies tonight. I think you girls done filled yourselves up, didn't you? Got yourselves all swelled up real nice for you saying, like, I got plenty to eat. Mooch, good thing you can walk underneath of that fence. We'll see. You be careful. Don't put that tail up. Yeah, very good. That's a good old Cookie. You know, I was banging just for the record, I was banging the pot, the bucket. I had sweet feed in there. They'll come to me. They'll come to me anytime. And them crazy, out in the pasture, well, they wouldn't come through that gate. It's the very first time they had to walk through the gate over there. So I ran out into the field, and I'll be dang, it took broccoli plant, and I started stripping the leaves off. And of course, after we get done harvesting broccoli, we'll give the leaves and the stalk to the cows. It's good feed, a lot of good vitamins, minerals in with broccoli, very healthy for them. And look at old Pooch. You're just an entertainment to old Cookie. But I ended up throwing down a leaf on the ground where they could see it, threw another leaf on the ground, and they kind of kept coming. And slowly but surely, leaf by leaf, finally they got their bodies outside of that darn green gate up there. And fortunately, once they got to that stage, then they're like, okay, we'll start moving a little bit. But, you know, we always had a saying, what's time to a pig? Well, I think it applies to a cow as well. What's time to a cow? They're going to come when they're ready to come. So great to have the cows over here. Well, folks, that kind of wraps up my day here, and it was a very full day. Glad to have you along. We haven't had a chance to show you the cows in quite some time. Let me at least say this. As of right now, I think we're 4 people away from we're at 996. And boy, we sure appreciate all 996 of you that subscribed. And but we certainly do ask that if you're watching this video, consider hitting that like button and subscribing. Get us over that 1,000. That's our initial goal, to get us to that stage. And of course, our #1 goal is we love showing you our farm. I love showing you some successes, and of course, I don't mind showing you my failures. Glad to do it. If I can have any help at all in helping you not make the same mistakes that I make on my farm or have made in my past, I'm happy to do it. That's why I like this kind of being a teaching YouTube channel. I hope that's beneficial to all you, whether you're, believe me, I began with a 4-H project and I raised my first tomatoes. I'm not kidding you. That's how I began raising vegetables. So I guess I was probably about 8 or 9 years of age. And that's how it all began. Then my farming stepped up to other things. So anyway, folks, hit that like, subscribe, come grow with us.